As a person with a little more gray in his beard and in his hair, I really have no problem with updates and stories being retold for new generations. Stories that were told for generations back are not necessarily made for today's audience. It might be the same story, but updates, things that don't seem quite as dated, maybe change a couple of little things that might be more offensive today. Don't go overboard with that though. But that's a good thing. Stories today are made for today's audience. It's for a new generation who may not see this otherwise. You cannot get younger people to see older stuff a lot of times. Contextualizing, the harder concept for me. But in general, I think understanding the different terms for the types of songs, like the tent pole, the candy dish, the I want song, the star songs, I think all that helped me understand musicals better. But I think a basic understanding of the skeleton of a musical just helps me in general. As far as what I've learned that's like reshaping my mind and worldviews and stuff, those are more difficult questions for somebody who's a little more set in his ways, just being my age. But at the same time, being older, it makes me more appreciative of the format of the musical. It's not something I would have been into as an 18, 19-year-old. I just didn't watch much. I knew some of it by osmosis, you just absorb some of the pop culture stuff and some things you like. As a child, I grew up with more musical movies from Disney, like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Wizard of Oz. Grease was very popular, so you got that, things that cross over into the mainstream. And some of the stuff I watch now that I do appreciate more now than I would have then, like The Music Man, which I watch and I enjoy, and I enjoy seeing how they do it. So I think that shapes my perspective, maybe not so much my views of the world or worldview. Those are a little more set in stone probably. But just as your tastes grow, as you get older, you mature, and you appreciate things more than you used to. Things I might have just scoffed at as a young man. I'm like, okay, it's fun. I enjoyed it. Plus, I also see things through my son's eyes, who loves The Lion King, and to go see a live show with the puppetry and the magic and the wonder and the songs, it's a different experience watching it with your child. I recommend taking your kids to musical theater. I would retell James Bond, not necessarily one particular story, maybe all stories combined the best as a musical. Why? Because James Bond today as a movie is awful. And it's just out of time. Nothing about James Bond as a character makes sense in today's world. But retelling that story as a musical, when you've got all the great musical numbers in there, you've got the song Goldfinger, it's a great song. Live and Let Die, The Spy Who Loved Me, these are great songs. You got the James Bond theme. You can write some original stuff. Write an original song for the character of Pussy Galore. That would not work in a movie today, but here it would work. It would be a draw. Audiences would love it. Fans would love it. It would be great. That is my pitch. I'd do it if I could. Thank you.